Well, hello there, Hannes.
Hello, hello.
And how are you doing this fine day?
I'm doing well. I'm a little bit tired, but I've had a good dinner. I've had some good cake, and I have a glass of wine.
Oh,
So,
a wise choice. A
yeah,
wise choice. Of
yeah.
course, I will be drinking with you on Friday for our games night.
Yes, absolutely.
The stuff that our Twitchers don't get to see.
Precise. Precisely.
Streamer uncut. But yes. Of course, you're going to be doing a stream tomorrow, so I'm looking
Yes.
forward to that.
That will be happening.
I shall also
Gonna see
be
if I can get
streaming
over
as
it.
well.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, we haven't decided. Well, just like your gut feeling of whether or not Elden Ring calls. I have
Ah.
not decided. Maybe more Escape Sim, because it's always good, something easy, unwindy. Something
hmm
you can chill with.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
And should you be doing Dead by Daylight after I finish mine, and if you're still on, I volunteer as tribute.
Nice. Yeah. For sure. I mean, I feel like as I said on stream earlier today, I just recently started playing Dead by Daylight. I don't have that many hours in the game.
I
Um,
I believe you have more than me, even though I've had the game longer.
But I feel a bunch of those hours. Okay, I definitely do because you have 6 hours total. I have 30 hours total. But a lot of my hours is definitely just like idling hours. You know, just the game's been open while I've been away doing something else. But still, I've definitely played more than you. Yes.
Yes, yeah. I literally the only time I played Dead by Daylight was when Chatox
Yeah.
played, and
Yeah.
that was about it.
Mhm.
Like I've seen a lot more Dead by Daylight
Yeah.
than played it. Also, I guess because you relatively recently got Dead by Daylight, you wouldn't have noticed the like obviously everything is time based cues instead of rapidly tapping to escape.
Just when I started, I think that was still an option for yes. The escape option when you're getting picked up by the killer right now, that's also just like a timing based thing, right? You just tap
Yes.
spacebar. But as I started, that was still a beta option. So that was like the beta escape option. If you didn't activate the beta option, then you still had to do 80, 80, 80, 80 as quickly as you could.
Yes, just as fast as humanly possible. The
Yeah.
wiggle. I
Yeah, the
personally
wiggle.
like that because I hope that's a setting that I could turn on because I'm very quick at pressing things, but timing, no timing whatsoever. I have no timing.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance that when we play together, um, if we're both on the same team and we're fixing the same generator, I will do you dirty accidentally because of my lack of timing. But yes,
Yeah.
as is tradition, this picture, Hannes, is it CGI?
The thing is, I feel like this is a bait. Because it's so very blue,
Hmm?
you want me to say yes.
Or do I
Or do
think as it
you?
looks realistic? Do I want you to just go that looks very realistic? That could be real.
I think that this is just a straight up painted melon. I'm gonna say picture.
You are correct. It is a painted melon. It
Got
is.
it.
It has been painted. It looks very good though.
Let's go.
It's a very
Yeah,
nice shade of like purpley blue.
it definitely is. Like this is probably gotta give it to you. This is probably the best one you found so far. This was a 50-50 shot.
Well, there's some like the original picture
Yeah.
that caused all this was just a spaceman standing in a field, and
Yeah.
Lorne was so stunned by this idea that he assumed it was fake. It was just a statue.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, still, I get it though. I get it.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, I
some of
do. I
this
feel it.
is, yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like it's the same with optical illusions. Your eyes can very easily be tricked.
My lord, have you seen the Unreal Engine 5
Oh
clip?
yes, with the train station.
The train station. It looks insane.
So the train station looked remarkably real until the lights went off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still
And then
something with the lighting.
yes, there's still something that like because obviously it doesn't operate like darkness. It
Mm,
operates like movie darkness where the person still has to have the ability to see pretty darn clearly.
yeah,
It
yeah.
operates like that kind of darkness. But Hannes, I know you keep asking for it. Obviously,
Yep.
your love of NFTs is strong. And now that the
Yes,
NFT
yes, it
market
is.
has died,
Hmm.
where can you find love? Well, Hannes, here it is for you. Horny Ape Yacht Club dating app turns into a
Oh,
sausage fest and gets cancelled. So unfortunately, your dreams are instantly dead.
this has to be the least surprising news so far this year.
Yeah, yeah. So would you like to know first off some of the features of this application?
Okay, can I guess one?
Yes, yes, okay.
Getting matched based on like edition or color or something like that of your ape.
Ooh, it is something to do with how you match with people. Uh, think more along the crypto side.
And you get an NFT for for swiping? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. Tell me.
So you can connect via the person's net worth.
Of course. Of course.
You can also connect with people who earn more cryptocurrency than you, and you can through the app send crypto.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
it failed almost instantly.
Oh. Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah,
Actually,
almost instantly.
actually, let me bust out the French for this. Quel surprise.
Ah, beautiful. No clue what you said, but beautiful.
I basically said, what a fucking surprise.
But yes, there's almost certainly it was bound to fail. Like it didn't have any modicum of like chance of succeeding. Like now that NFTs are pretty much dead, like
Yeah.
it I don't know, it almost makes me feel sorry for the people. Like we've been on this weird roller coaster, and now I just feel sorry for them.
I just don't understand how the crypto bros thought that their demographic actually looked. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Who
appealing to predominantly the opposite sex to find out, to get matched with
yeah.
people.
I
I
don't know.
understand this, yeah. But on the other side of the crypto bros, there are the TikTok influencers, Hannes, and wouldn't you know it, they're ruining stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, because over in Pakistan, outrage as TikTok star shoots video next to forest fire. Yep.
Oh my god, the caption. The caption is okay.
Yes,
At first,
yes.
at first, I was thinking like that doesn't sound that bad. I mean, like people take photos everywhere, like accident photos. Like it's a problem. I'm not saying that this is like excusable behavior, but this kind of shit happens everywhere. But like that caption, yikes, big yikes.
Oh yeah. Do you want to know who started the forest fire?
Uh, is it her?
No, it was another influencer who did it for a music video, and it started a
Double
massive
oof.
forest fire.
Double oof.
Because why not? When the fire is a burning.
That is definitely worse than the gender reveal
Yes,
forest
yes.
fire.
Because I feel like the gender reveal forest fire is, although stupid, more of an accident.
Yes.
Whereas the music video, you are doing it intentionally to get a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. But just like last week, how TikTok influencers destroyed a person's weed machine,
All
and
right. Yes.
they've now destroyed millions of acres of farmland. They also risk destroying an endangered species of plant
How?
because, well, people have been told by the Cambodian government to stop plucking the penis plant after people are posting videos posing with the flower and plucking them. They are carnivorous flowers and look like penis.
Oh my god, of
And
course.
obviously because they're they look like that, and they're getting more and more influencers going over there and taking them home like, oh look, I got the penis plant. It's causing them to become endangered.
What are they gonna do with them though?
I don't know, just like put it on a shelf, I guess, until it like withers. You can't exactly put it in a vase. It's a
No.
carnivorous plant.
Yeah. But also, but I'm just sorry. I was just thinking for a bit there. What's there like? Is it just super rare in Cambodia? Because it looks from the left picture, it looks like it's growing in the wild,
No,
and if it's a
it
wild
is it is
plant,
it is
it's
a
just
naturally wild, like it is a naturally
yeah,
growing plant, but ever since people started to notice them, their numbers are going down.
yeah,
And because unlike normal plants that get most of their nutrients from the sun, these things need to eat things because they're
yeah,
carnivorous.
yeah, of course. Wow,
Maybe they think it has other functionality. I mean, they could think that. I
they
mean,
could just get a fucking cucumber from the grocery
they
store.
they really could, but you have to remember, Hannes, all the cucumbers have been used to scare cats.
That's true. That's true.
So
They're out of
we're out of
service, aren't they?
cucumbers.
Yeah.
Like we're slowly running out of vegetables and various other things. Oh god, yeah. Like there's some wild plants. This is the weirdest one, but please, for the sake of the Cambodian government, don't go plucking them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Just leave them. Just leave them.
Now, Hannes, from Earth to space, if you were a billionaire, would you like to visit the International Space Station?
Huh.
Like, not the
Yeah.
moon, not
Yes.
space,
Uh,
specifically the International Space Station.
yes. Yes.
So,
I don't
the thing.
think like here's the thing. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be like an amazing experience. I think it's gonna be super educational, a once in a lifetime thing. Taking that opportunity is something like not taking the opportunity is something that I would regret.
Yes.
But here's the other thing. Do I think it's gonna be super fun
Yes.
necessarily? No, not really. I don't actually think it's gonna be super fun.
Well, that's what billionaires got, because billionaires sent to space weren't expecting to work so hard on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
So, they went up, okay?
Yeah.
And then because of weather, their return shuttle couldn't, take off from Earth and then go and get them.
Mm.
So they had to be postponed a week. And obviously, the International Space Station is primarily for science and research.
Yeah.
So, like, it's very cramped as is, and, like, all these scientists and astronauts having to deal with billionaires are like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, sit down, you're here for a week, we can't exactly go to Asda and get, like, some groceries. This is what you need to do. You
Mm.
have to do this, otherwise you jeopardize the full space station.
Exactly. Exactly. Because as you said, like how long were they there in total?
Just a bit longer than a week.
Yeah, yeah, it was delayed for a week, right?
Yeah.
And while it is probably a mind-blowing, super cool sight to see Earth from space, could you just stare at it for a week and just continuously go, wow?
Yeah,
Like
like, this is
I don't
essentially an
know.
office in space. Or like sorry, this is more like a lab in space. It's like,
Yeah,
would you like to
exactly.
go to would you like to go to a lab on Earth and then just do nothing,
Live there
just sit
for a
there?
week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's the thing. No, probably not.
yeah. I mean, it's probably good to look out the window, but the fact is, if you're going up there in a ship anyway,
Yeah.
I assume they're going to have a window anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably look out the window while you're up there, and
Yeah.
then go back down.
Yeah. No, so as I said, like I would definitely jump on the opportunity if I had it, but I'm not expecting it to be, a walk in the park,
No.
like a picnic. It's gonna be an educational, amazing experience, but fun is probably a bit further down the list of things or like
Yes. Yes, indeed.
adjectives I would use.
Like, I just feel sorry for the astronauts and scientists who like are up there and
Yeah,
like having to put up with billionaires.
I definitely feel worse for them.
It's like,
Absolutely.
how did you earn your money? Facebook. Right. Do you know anything about deep space? Is big? Oh god. Oh jeez, please. Please stop.
Well, I mean, considering that man is a robot, I'm sure he can just download the info before he heads up.
That is true. That is very true. They paid 55 million US dollars to journey into space.
Yeah, and they probably earned it back 3 times by the time they were up there.
While they were up there working.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, you get what I mean, though.
Oh god, yeah. Well,
Or actually, fuck, we're in a like inflation downward period. They might have actually lost 3 times
that's
that
very true.
in the current economic climate.
It entirely depends on what their company is. I'd be annoyed to
Yeah.
babysit on top of doing my job. Yes, I'd be so sick of it. Like, do you think they get like paid time and a half?
No,
Like
no,
in space,
I do not think so. I
get
do not
paid
think
to
so,
you get
honestly.
paid by the hour.
How much does astronauts earn?
That's a very good question.
Astronaut earning.
Like, I assume you earn when you're in space, surely.
Yeah, 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 100%.
Otherwise, you're just a scientist on Earth.
Yeah. Civilian astronaut salaries range from 100, roughly 105,000 American dollars to $161,000 per year.
That's not too bad. It's pretty good,
Yeah,
especially if they
that's
never get to see space.
yes, exactly, because that could be a thing as well, right?
Yeah, it's just training all the time.
Yeah.
But speaking of America, Hannes, do you
Mhm.
remember George W. Bush?
I do remember that man, yes.
Well, George W. Bush has had many Bushisms, as he calls them.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
yes,
Yes.
some beautiful Bushisms like "fool me once, d- shame, fool me twice, shame." But recently, he was
Oh, I know
talking,
this one. Oh,
and he
God.
fucked up because George Bush accidentally condemns the unjust and brutal Iraq invasion due to a Freudian slip.
Ah, yes.
It's like,
And you can just see his face after he says it.
yeah,
And he just like, well, I done fucked up
yeah, he's
now,
like,
didn't
well,
I?
fuck it. Shit.
It's insane. Then I saw that the Swedish news service posted this story on Instagram.
Mm.
And the comments section was a shit show.
I mean, yeah, no surprise.
No surprise there,
Like,
no.
did you see what he said? Like after he'd finished his flub, he was just like, "I'm 75." He's like, well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, yes, you are.
yeah, you are.
And
It's okay, bless
the
you.
thing is, like, I'm sure that he went up there just thinking so hard. Don't say Iraq. Don't
Yeah,
say
don't
Iraq.
say Iraq.
Don't say Iraq. Don't say
Whatever
Iraq.
you do, whatever
And
you
then,
do, don't seem incontinent.
and then you know what he said?
Ah, god damn it.
He went and said Iraq.
Oh, bless. I mean, out of all the like presidents, at least like he's very fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's one
Yeah,
he's
he
one of
is.
the fun ones who actually knows he can laugh at himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
a lot of horrible shit policy. Probably not like. But yes,
No, no, no. I mean, like, yeah,
that he has going for him for sure.
yeah. Like, you can't. I'm not going like his entire tenure was the greatest thing, but it's one of those things like when someone has a personality, like you can separate the person's personality and quirk from their stuff, and then you're like, well, it doesn't really offset all the shit.
No, no, no. You said you liked one thing about him.
I
That
know.
means
How
that
dare I?
You condoned act of terrorism.
Indeed. Well, Hannes.
We got him, boys.
Well, Hannes, you
Get
know what?
him.
We're moving to golf because obviously me
Fantastic.
and you have played lots of golf.
Yeah, I actually play golf in real life as well. Big boy golf.
Oh, big boy, real life golf, like actual.
Yes.
Wait, crazy golf or real golf?
Real golf.
That's
I can
madness.
play real golf.
Well, Hannes, have you ever heard of a famous golfer in America called John Daly?
No. I can play golf. I don't watch it. It's
Well,
boring, man.
yeah, it is. Well, John Daly is apparently known as the biggest bad boy of golf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he hits other people's balls. He does what Lone does. He does chaos.
Nothing but cigarettes, coke, and about golfers John Daly. Insane on-course diet as golf biggest bad boy.
Yes.
56.
Yes. So he says
Wait,
this
wait,
is
wait, wait.
his.
Can I just continue here?
Yes, I'd
Golden
love for you
Colt
to.
hero John Daly has wowed fans with his crazy on-course diet, where he smoked 21 cigarettes, so that's more than one per hole on the course.
Yes.
Ate 6 pack of peanut M&Ms, so what, one every 3 hole ish, and drank 12 cokes in a round.
To
Wow,
to be
that's a
fair,
lot of consumption. Is
to
just what?
to
Yeah.
be fair, Hannes, they are Diet Coke.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The dual major champ then visited Hooters, a sponsor, in Tulsa before ending the night at a casino. What the fuck is this dude?
Like, yeah. So he was just very open about his diet on his
Yeah.
his courses, and he was just like, yeah, the optimal diet is M&Ms, cigarettes, and Coke. He does state, by the way,
Mhm.
zero water.
I mean, yeah, no.
Zero water on your golf course. Obviously, you said you'd played golf, so
Yeah.
Hannes, as a now professional golfer,
It gets warm out there. Like
yes, I'd assume
even
so.
even if you play a park course, which is, like a course that has a lot of trees, it is more or less always like just open fields. If it's even if it's mild weather, you need to drink. And even if you're using golf carts, which means you don't have to walk. In Sweden, we don't have golf carts. We just walk the entire course.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense. I mean
But
it's probably also a lot more relaxing to walk.
yeah, it is definitely more of an exercise. You can definitely claim that golf is an exercise if you don't use the golf
If you
cart.
don't decide to go in a car.
Yeah, but yeah, no. I mean, 12 cokes is a lot of fluid. I think the 12 cokes plus water is probably hard. But maybe split the difference. Maybe 6 and 6.
Like, because you said it was hot, all I could think was, like, unless these M&Ms are just peanuts, they're gonna melt as well. He's just got mushed, melted peanuts, just shoving them into his mouth.
It's
Well,
actually just drinking
like,
chocolate, melted
yeah,
chocolate.
just drinking chocolate, like 4 lit
Yeah.
cigarettes in his hand, just like a can of Coke in his belt.
Wow.
Like, honestly, true bad boy of golf.
True bad boy of golf. That's insane.
Speaking
I've
of,
never heard about this guy before, but wow.
honestly, like I'd never heard about this dude before, but like I spoke to Mike, who, Mike, a big sports human. I was like, maybe Mike will know. And then I did looked at some videos. This dude gets angry at golf, man. This dude,
Oh, I can
this
imagine.
dude's snapped a few clubs, over his knee.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh goodness. But Hannes, you know
Hmm.
how sometimes a story is so bad or so good it gets banned?
Uh, yes.
Well, Hannes, now this lovely person called Atwood responds to book bans with the unburnable edition of The Handmaid's Tale. Now, I've not read The Handmaid's Tale, so I don't know
Yeah.
how good or bad it is. Have you read it?
No, I have not read it, and I have not seen the TV show that it
Yes, I've
inspired.
heard there was a TV show.
Um, I know what it's about though, and it sounds like incredibly like an incredibly depressing show. It involves like very serious
Yes,
topic
it involves.
matter.
I knew it involved some serious issues.
And my prime time to consume content is during dinner, and we
Yes,
tend to go
God
for the
no.
levity rather than the severity when we're eating. So I haven't watched it and I haven't read it, but I know of it. I know what it's about.
Well, to make sure her book doesn't get burnt, she's made an unburnable edition. The book is entirely made out of non-flammable material,
Okay.
so it's a bit more destructible, I guess.
I love that it's Penguin
Indestructible.
House that's actually published it as well.
Yes, Penguin House.
let's see. I want to see just how it looks.
What, the unburnable edition?
Yes, 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 yes,
Are you
yes.
expecting like a leather tome like the Necronomicon?
I don't know what I'm expecting. That's why I just wanna see. Does it look any different? No, it just looks like a book.
Yeah, I'd assume it would. Like, I mean, it. I don't think like. I mean, maybe the pages would be a bit thicker. You know what I mean? Or like
Oh,
treated differently.
I don't know how quickly you can pull up an image on the
It's made of
screen.
water.
I don't know how quickly you can put up an image on the screen, but please pull up that picture if you can.
Hold
That I
on.
just posted in the
Let me.
Discord.
Yep. Give me a second.
Because that's absolutely. So that's Atwood in the article, right? That you see right there, right?
Yes, this is what the article says. So she did bring a flamethrower to it, which, if you give me a second, maybe I can get it up. So, ba 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 ba.
It looks like it's one of these Elon Musk flamethrowers, but nonetheless,
Yeah, there we go. Look at that bad boy. Boom.
she looks so hardcore with it.
Yeah, like it's like when you see the Queen use a gun. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You don't expect the Queen to just rock around with a Gatling gun.
Also, fuck, I just realized, isn't this picture just the perfect meme material?
It is. It really is. This is where we need to get her on the podcast, Hannes,
Yeah,
or just put her on one of our streams.
yeah, absolutely.
So tell us what
Nah,
other
God.
weird shit.
No, but like so you could just use her there burning something, just put anything instead of the book. Oh, perfect meme stuff. No,
Ju-
but that's cool. But has her book specifically been banned?
I believe it's just been like a wave of bans across America.
Yeah, I cut across America, and it's
And because of
ridiculous.
the way her book, discusses
Yeah.
certain content, obviously some states, because obviously it's state legislature, they're just like, well, we
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
want, this stuff.
Hmm.
So she's just like, well, now you can't get rid of it. Well, at least not with fire. I guess you could probably blow it up
Hmm.
or shoot it. I guess they're the Americans. But yes, now
That would be the most American way to destroy
it
a book,
would.
I suppose.
Now, Hannes, we've covered this next thing a few times. The idea of using someone's likeness after they've passed on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, as an actor, I've spoken to a few of my actor friends about this. So, I personally feel if my character in a series, like a long period like show, like something like Star Wars, if my character is so significant and people, like fans, want me to play them, I'm fine with that. But obviously, I don't want to like limit that to new actors getting into the field.
No.
But obviously, in Marvel, Stan Lee has appeared in nearly if
Yeah.
not all
Yes. Yes. Yes.
of his
Yes.
stuff. Well, Marvel Studios is licensing Stan Lee's likeness from the company he sued before his death.
Wait, who's Pow Entertainment? I recognize that.
Is this another googling segment? Pow Entertainment. Sounds powerful.
They are the owners of Stan Lee's IP, apparently.
Yes, they are. I mean, it's the same with how the Bob Ross Foundation
Hmm.
owns Bob Ross's likeness and his paintings, so his son can't claim anything.
Yeah.
We covered that a while ago, but yes, so they're leasing Stanley's likeness so they can use him in movies, even though clearly Stanley didn't want it because he's sued them.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because I always enjoy this, like seeing the Stan Lee cameos, in Marvel movies when he was still alive. He would pop up on random places. He put it in his contract, as like, I will always have the right to do a cameo if I wanted to, and he basically always did.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he was like inclined to do that, and like people know he wanted to do it, then I guess it's
Hmm.
kind of fine. But I mean,
But the thing
he
is,
still
this
also
just sounds
sued
like
this company, so it's like
yeah, yeah.
yin yang. It really is like you can't exactly, unless you've got, it's unless it's phasmophobia, you can't commune
Mm.
with the dead.
No, this just sounds all up like somebody taking advantage of his name, right?
Yes, I agree. Yes, I fully agree. Um, well, there's another pseudo likeness, should I say? Now, Hannes, we're going to the Nordic regions.
Okay.
We're going to Iceland, though.
Yeah, still good.
Do you know about the Icelandic Penis Museum?
I do.
Well, Hannes, there's another famous likeness going to set up roots there at the Icelandic Penis Museum, and that is Jimi Hendrix's penis cast to be displayed in the Iceland Penis Museum.
It was about damn time.
I
It's
know.
been too
When
long.
when I think, God, what is there at the Icelandic Penis Museum? Why do I not get to see a cast of Jimi Hendrix's penis?
Wait, what is this nickname that this woman have? By the late Cynthia Plastercaster Albritton.
Yeah, well, she's the
Is
plaster
this what she
caster.
is this what she did? Did she just plastercaster people's junk?
I guess so. I mean, she does have a plaster cast of Jimi Hendrix's dick, so
It's just a very unique nickname to have, I gotta say.
like imagine if that was your job title, like sandwich. Like what's the thing that Subway has? Like sandwich artist.
Yeah, this is legitimately just what she did. I just quickly Googled her
Yeah.
artist name, American visual artist. Her name as an artist is Cynthia Plastercaster.
Hannes, are you saying that you would like your work done by Cynthia Plasticaster?
Uh, she's very much dead, so it would be odd.
Well, what if you leased her likeness so she could plastercast you?
Well, then no problem.
Oh, that's perfect. That's how it works nowadays. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
so she
Yep.
amassed a collection of 50 plaster phalluses.
Ah,
And
that's
in the
that's just a Tuesday.
2000 she started doing female artist breast as well. So
Well,
some of the ones she have is Jimi Hendrix.
yes.
It is, let's see here, Richard Cole.
Don't know him.
We
Never heard of
got
him.
Jazz, I'm quite sure. A bunch of people I don't recognize. Keith Hart, the Dillards, Barry Bono from the Rascals, Lee Mallory. What are these names? I actually don't recognize. Like,
I mean, to be fair, they
she
could
just
be.
went around and fuddled junk, huh?
I mean, to be fair, she like if she's getting plaster casts of Jimi Hendrix, there's a very good time it was like big people of that time period.
Yeah.
Like
She
maybe they
seems
were
to
like
have like
really
more or less.
big in like
Yeah.
that region.
She also has Noel Redding and somebody else from Jimi Hendrix I just saw, but they disappeared. Richard Cole is from Led Zeppelin, by the way.
Oh God. Well then.
Uh, Bob Hendrick from the Kinks.
I mean, that's an apt name, isn't it? For Plastercaster. Old
Yeah,
Plastercaster. That's what they
yeah,
called
yeah,
her.
yeah. Oh, Jello Biafra from Dead Kennedys. That's kudos. That's kudos. Pete Shelley from the Buzzcocks.
Are we? Is there going to be like an exhibition? Like it's going to be like the Madame Tussauds, but of plaster casts.
Martin Atkins from Nine Inch Nails. Okay, she got some. She got some.
She got around.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely more geared towards like the punk scene. It
Yes,
seems like
yeah,
towards the
definitely.
end there. But
She
yeah,
got around with a plaster bucket.
she did. She did. Oh, that's
But
funny. That's funny.
Hannes, when this gets revealed, maybe you take a flight over to Iceland and report live on the scene.
I have always wanted to see that Jimi Hendrix cock.
Indeed,
I
Indeed.
was gonna do a euphemism, but why sugarcoat it?
that amazing Jimi Hendrix. But yes, let's go from cock to crime for this crime. Now, Hannes, we've talked about guns and the Americans, and for some reason, they keep shooting. And this is just one of those headlines where it's just like, oh, god damn it. Really? Customer opens fire at McDonald's window near site of Taco Bell shooting. The police have said it's not related.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
There's not much to say.
no, there's not much to say. I mean, especially considering the tragic shootings that also happened just now. I don't want to get too heavily
Yeah,
into.
but don't worry, Hannes. There's more crime, and they're a bit more silly. So, Hannes, you know
All right,
what? You know the ancient Hindu temple.
I know of it.
Well, Hannes, we're fed up with having scary dreams. Thieves say as they return temple treasures in India. So, they stole these treasures, and then later they returned it with a note saying they were haunted by nightmares. So they
I mean,
returned it.
probably just their guilt question mark,
Yeah,
but
it does feel like a guilt thing, unless they are actually haunted.
yeah. So that's the thing, right? Probably just their guilt, but
There's a
you
chance.
know, there's a chance. There is a chance.
It's going to be one of those cursed objects you find in Phasmo.
Yeah.
Obviously, the best one, the cards.
The cards are probably the best, honestly.
But speaking of cards, well, money, shall we say? Over
Hmm.
in Japan, when the pandemic hit, a Japanese man blows the entire town's COVID relief fund after it appeared in his account.
Wow.
So, the government sent the COVID relief fund to this small town. Like, there wasn't that many people, like
Oh my god.
463.
And he spent it on casino as well.
Yes, he did. So, what happened was, it was like the system. The person said, oh, this was the first person's name in the list. And
Yeah.
instead of sending it to everyone in the list, they sent all the money to him since he was the first person on the list.
Wow.
So it was just an error. And obviously,
Hard work Arnoldson had a bell of a time.
indeed.
I
Oh,
know that's
God.
not a. I don't actually know how first in.
Well,
How
he's
do
just a
you
man
do
from
that in?
Abu Town.
Yeah.
But yeah, he spent
Wow.
it all on gambling. That's like £287,000.
That is legitimately the saddest part about this. No, not the saddest. The saddest is that 463 low-income households didn't receive their aid. But just from the perspective of the man, he got the payout, right?
Yes,
Like you gamble, you hope you get the payout. He got
he
the
got the
payout,
payout.
and then he just lost it.
I mean, they can't. I mean, they can't. Like,
Oh no, they can. They can't take it back. They absolutely can't take it back.
God, I really don't know. I don't know Japanese law.
No. I mean, I don't know. Under the assumption that that it works in any way similar to what I've understood that it works out like in Sweden and the US, because I've discussed this with Americans before, because
Yes.
we had a similar thing happen in my old job, actually, where we sent
Okay.
money to the wrong person. And and the best thing to do if you get a large clump of money that you don't think you should have gotten into your account, do not touch it, do
Yeah.
not spend it, report it to your bank.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what you do.
that makes sense.
Because you should have in most countries it would work like you should have known that that money was not intended for you, so using it even if it is on your account is akin to stealing.
I guess so.
But
Like,
yeah.
I don't even know. Like, imagine like getting this money and like, well, what if they didn't never ask for it back as well? Like, if you've blown it all on gambling, then I don't know. I guess you're giving it back to the community. No, because you're giving it back to whoever owns the casino.
I wonder if
It's a
like
weird time.
if you just cash out and hide, I wonder if there's probably a like prescription period.
Yeah, there might be. Spending money, isn't yours. Is theft
I
under
don't know.
UK law? Well, probably the same over there.
Yeah, probably. Also, you're probably right, Salt. It is probably just from up, and then in. But
Well, he's not be.
would they go according to just the vowels?
God knows. I mean, I have no clue.
I don't
Like,
know.
he's not been named. That's the thing. Probably so that his neighbors don't give him shit.
But it wouldn't be too hard to figure out though if they're coming out and saying that he got the money because he was first in the list.
Well, and then
You
people
just
knew
have
he
to.
went to a casino and blew it all.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, like, there'd probably be some people that are upset with him, right?
Yeah, I mean, they probably. Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be that dude.
No.
Lone speaking in kanji.
Yeah, it goes a I U E O.
That's pretty much the way a Geordie speaker says A-E-I-O-U.
Uh, yeah, but what after that though? Because you could also have a name that starts with Su, Ko, and so on.
We're,
No.
we're not playing Hangman. We can't just try and like dox this random dude. Just randomly coming up with names
Oh,
until we get it
and then
correctly.
it would be Kamikuke Ko. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. Yeah. No, I don't know why, but I it just like just didn't understand how Japanese like letter order or whatever would
Hmm.
work.
Now,
Anywho, we've sorted
Hannes,
that out.
Hannes, this may be something for you to Google so you can see, because I'm not sure if I want to put it up on stream. But
Okay.
there's a thing that Neil Patrick Harris has done and been receiving backlash for it every time it comes up within people's consciousness. For those that have never heard about it. Because obviously it's one of those things that people are like, oh, I've never heard about that, but that was what he did. That kind of thing. So, do you
Okay.
know Amy Winehouse?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Well, Neil Patrick Harris, the disgusting and graphic meat platter inspired by Amy Winehouse's corpse that Neil Patrick Harris served at a party just 3 months after her death, has resurfaced yet again online.
What? Wait.
It is a meat platter, by the way, but you need to see this shit. It is in the article further down if you think it's fine, but I'm just like, this is real bad shit. And he's apologized constantly for this shit. I don't know why you're just like, you know what? After this is the perfect way to, like, serve meat. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, was it for Halloween?
Yeah.
Still doesn't excuse it, but
Have you seen it?
no. I haven't found it. I'm trying to find the picture. I'm having a surprisingly hard time to find the
Really?
picture.
Well, Hannes, I'll quickly get it up for you. Hold on. So, Hannes, look in Discord for a second, and then you can
Mm-hmm.
see what happens. This is all the secret stuff.
Oh
All the secret
yeah,
stuff.
no, that's a rough look.
Yeah, that's a meat platter, Hannes.
Oh, and how long after she passed?
3 months.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, but we probably won't show that. If people want to find it, it's there. Neil Patrick Harris has certainly posted it a few times, so you know, there's that. Back to the lovely peach melon.
It just looks like a wax doll. I don't
It does. It
understand
looks
how it's a
horrendous, but
meat
it's it's
pattern.
it's meat.
Yeah, I don't understand how it is meat, and I don't really want to know
Well, It's
either,
it's,
to be
it's like a
honest.
really horrific version of that show. Is it cake?
Yeah. That's a good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that. That's what it is.
Well, Hannes, did you watch the Power Rangers?
I did up until it was banned in Sweden.
Well, this is probably not the reason it was banned in Sweden, but something's going on with the Red Ranger because the original Red Power Ranger has been charged with fraud.
Okay. What did they fraud? Are they not
Well,
actually a Mighty Morphing Power Ranger? Can they not morph?
they defrauded leaders and like small businesses pretty much. And now could face up to 20 years in prison.
I've never noticed this before, but are the Power Rangers supposed to have a lizard head on the top of their helmets?
I think it's because he's meant to be like a T-Rex. That's the thing. Like his thing is a T-Rex, isn't it?
Oh, I don't remember that. But
Neither
if you
do
say
I.
so
I'll tell you
after,
right now. I know
yeah.
not much about the Power Rangers, but do you know what? This isn't even the first Red Ranger.
God damn it,
This
he
wasn't even the
scammed us
first Red.
doubly.
Well, this isn't even the first Red Ranger who's in hot water. There's one that has. Let's just say, like
Hmm.
he's done bad, Hannes. He's killed someone. That's the Red Ranger for
Okay.
you. Different Red Ranger though.
Yeah. Wait, I don't see it yet.
Oh no, I haven't put it on.
Oh. Oh,
Uh,
okay.
that was just to let you know. Yeah, each generation, Lone saying each generation of the Rangers was themed differently. I know there was like a weird police force Ranger. There was like a dinosaur one.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember.
Then this is probably not the same Red Ranger that I saw when growing up. Then.
Yeah, like they have like a few different ones. Uh,
Mm-mm-mm. Gotcha.
but
God
yeah,
damn it! You were supposed to be one of the good ones.
you are the chosen one, Anakin. But yes, there's been a thing over in America. I know the Red Ranger as Johnny Young Bosch.
Isn't Johnny Jong Bosch the voice actor? Like, doesn't he voice act like
Yeah,
a
Johnny Young Bosch
ton of
is
shit?
a voice actor.
Yeah, because I remember that name so clearly. He's
It's
done a
not him.
lot of
This
stuff,
isn't
hasn't
that.
he?
That isn't him.
Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch did the dubbed the English for a lot of anime. He did Ichigo in Bleach. He did Yukio Okamura in Blue Exorcist. He did Demon Slayer, Gijo
Yeah, he's done a lot.
Tomioka. Yeah. He's the anime voice actor. That's why I recognize the
He
name.
needs to get me a job. Where are you, Johnny Young Bosch? Be a good Power Ranger and hook me up. But over in America, there was a vote happening in Kansas.
He's in Witch Hunter Robin. Sorry, yeah.
Hannes is going through the entire filmography.
No, I'm done. I'm done with Johnny Young Bosch.
Okay. Well, over in Kansas, Hannes,
Yeah.
there was a vote because
hmm
people wanted to put "In God We Trust" back on police cars.
Okay.
Some people didn't want it, but obviously people really wanted it. So they made a compromise, Hannes.
Okay. What's
If
the compromise?
"In God We Trust" could be on a police car, then any religion can be on a police car, including Satanists.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So they've made police car bumper stickers: "Protect and serve, hail Satan." Um, in Satan we trust, hail Satan. You know, God loves America. Hail Satan.
Wow.
They're great. Honestly, they're amazing. Um, like, look here are a few of them, Hannes, just so you can truly enjoy. Valor, pride, integrity. Hail Satan. One nation. Hail Satan.
Protect, serve, hail Satan.
Yeah. Duty, honor. Hail Satan. Community. Or duty, honor, community. Hail Satan. And this one's quite good. It looks awesome. Protect and serve. Hail Satan.
Amazing.
But yes, obviously the very Catholic place of Kansas,
Yeah.
the Haven City Council, has got their same things back, so they can now have, "In God We Trust" on the police cars. So yay, I guess. But
Yeah.
now they're a bit more inclusive to Satanists.
I'm gonna assume that this is the Satanic Temple that's behind.
Yes, it is the Satanic Temple. So they've done a few skits over the years, like a few things over the years. So one of the things was that there was a statue of the commandments on an official government area.
Yes. Yeah.
And they went, well, obviously, if you have a statue on an official, near an official government building, you have to have one of our statues. And they did do Baphomet.
They did do Baphomet, and it's amazing.
It's such a good statue. It's such a good statue, and they should have totally put it up.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, they wouldn't have put it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
But
yes, and this is something that I just quickly want to point out for anybody who's listening. Every now and then, stuff like this come out with the Satanists doing stuff like this in the U.S. Just know that it's Satanic Temple and not Church of Satan.
Completely different.
Completely different organizations. Yes. Whereas one does stuff like this mainly to rub it in Christians. No, it's actually more for separation of
church and state.
Church and state is more what they're doing than anything else. Whereas Church of Satan is the people who believe in magic and are more into
cult.
Yeah, they're basically Ayn Rand. How do you say that in English? Ayn Rand? Ayn Rand. Yes. Atlas Shrugged and Ayn Rand, but with Satan involved.
Yes, but but they're all the good ones, the fun ones.
Yeah.
But Hannes, we're going back over to the Nordic places. We're going to Finland, though. There's no Sweden stories, though. I apologize.
That's okay.
But we're going to Finland because
I like Finland. I've gotten gold in it in GeoGuessr now, so I can accept Finland.
Oh, a wise choice.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you've bought GeoGuessr because you're only allowed one thing on GeoGuessr.
Oh yes, yeah. No, I own it. I have membership for it.
It's very fun. I love GeoGuessr. It's so fun.
It's not that, but obviously you need to play it for it to be worthwhile. But I feel like I get value out of my subscription for sure.
Yeah, I'll quite happily challenge you to a game of GeoGuessr sometime.
Oh, that'd be great. Did you see that we also found a new GeoGuessr variant called City Guesser, by the way, which is super cool. You see walking cams.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, no, you definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. But yes, first, over in Finland, they've made a new beer.
Okay.
And this beer is launched a NATO beer. Finland's brewery launches NATO beer with Taste of Security.
That's amazing.
I don't know what OTAN means. I assume that means Taste of Security. Or is that just NATO backwards?
I think it is... I mean, it is NATO backwards, yes. But if I'm not mistaken, it does mean something in Finnish as well.
The Finnish expression "otan olutra" means "I'll have a beer." Perfect. So the French abbreviation for
just
NATO.
otan is "I'll have it."
Yeah, and otan olutra. Kind of. I'll have a beer. Yeah, so they've decided to make a NATO beer. Probably because, with the NATO membership and such, or trying to. But obviously, Hannes, one beer. You know, you've got your drink, but where are we going to get the food to go along with this drink? Obviously, we have to head over to Germany. Because over in Germany, in German Burger King, they thought, you know what? We've got to make new burgers. We've got to get great burgers. And those burgers are going to be made with pregnant women in mind.
Of course they have to be. They have to be.
Indeed, because obviously pregnant women have cravings.
Yep.
And the German Burger King did a poll and made these burgers. Actually
Is-
made these burgers.
Is that why they made them? I've seen pictures and I
Yes.
did not understand what was happening. I
Yes,
thought
so
Germany had gone mental.
No, the German Burger King did a poll. They made like they collated the top like flavor combinations that pregnant women were craving, and they made these burgers that you could actually get. So we're going to go through them. These nauseating viral photos from Burger King in Germany are real, but there's a catch, and that is, you know,
Yeah.
they're primarily for pregnant women. There's
Yeah.
obviously, of course, currywurst and fried herring.
Yep.
Mm.
Fried herring. Oh my
Yum, yum,
lord.
yum. I mean, the currywurst might be good alone, not with the fried herring, but the currywurst will be good.
Currywurst with mustard on top of a beef bun. Feels very meaty.
Yeah, it does.
you know.
It does. It might work. That might work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strawberry tort and beef.
Yeah, that's the truffle burger, right?
Yeah, well, yes, we're getting there. Strawberry tort and beef.
Yeah, that's the truffle burger that we're seeing right now. That is like what yeah, trifle, sorry.
Yes.
What Cupcake is getting at in the chat as well.
Yes,
It's basically the one that Rachel makes him friend.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's the bratwurst and chocolate sauce burger. Mmm. Look at that. Look at that drip.
Oh, that is
Banana and
just
egg.
Horrible.
Banana and egg, though, Hannes. You know,
That sounds like the-
how do you like your eggs in the morning with sliced banana and meat?
Here's the thing though.
You're gonna go, this is amazing, and I want one.
No. But in my head, I was thinking like that can't possibly be good. But like seeing this, I'm curious.
It's one of those things that like I wouldn't normally go for it, but I'd be willing to try it if it was there.
First, I was thinking that it was going to be like a hard-boiled egg, and the idea of a hard-boiled egg together with the banana sounds absolutely grotesque. But a fried egg with a banana, for some reason, it's just like, huh.
Wait, I think it's probably because of the yolk acts like a sauce.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
it
know.
looks more like a yolk sauce more than anything else.
If you pick out the bananas, it's a perfectly good burger with banana on the side. You're missing the goddamn point.
Well, don't worry. We've got fish sticks and applesauce.
Not custard?
No, you would have thought it would be the Doctor Who thing, but no. Fish sticks and applesauce. Maybe applesauce is really big in Germany.
Applesauce is actually used for quite a lot of savory dishes in Sweden as well.
This is a horrendous one. Ice cream and green olives.
Like pork dishes, it's very common in Sweden to use applesauce to eat pork dishes.
You know you can use applesauce as an egg substitute in cake.
No, I had no idea.
Applesauce. You can use applesauce with a few other things, and it works as an egg substitute.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to know for any vegan out there.
Indeed. Ice cream and
so
green
what-
olives.
Ice cream and green olives. That's probably one of the worst ones so far.
Yeah, like, because obviously the meat would have to be hot.
Yeah.
Like, like you have to eat that shit fast. Pickles and jam, or pickles and marmalade. I guess marmalade is just they're just saying marmalade, even though it's clearly like a jam sauce.
It might just be a different use of the term
Yeah, maybe.
in German. No. These are some weird fucking cravings, but I know that that's kind of the point, right? But
It depends on the tartness of the jam, and whether or not if the sweetness is completely overloading, then it won't work. If it's like this tartness, then the jam would act like a sauce.
If it was like a spicy chutney almost,
Yes.
then sure, then I could see it working with pickles. But just a straight sweet sugar yam,
Mmm.
no.
Well, next we've got strawberry ice cream and fries with plenty of ketchup and mayonnaise.
Okay. Okay. No.
No, definitely not. It looks horrendous. Like, at first I was like, oh, that jam sauce, that would be good on ice cream alone, but no, it's ketchup
A
and
weird
mayo.
thing though, and I'm saying this not with ketchup and mayo, but if you've ever had like soft serve, it's just called a vanilla
Yes,
soft
yes,
serve at
I have one.
McDonald's. Yeah, vanilla soft serve at McDonald's, and dip your fries in. Actually, pretty good.
I mean, do you want to know what the probably reason is?
What?
Because the McDonald's ice creams are full of salt. That's how they make most of their ice cream.
Really?
Yeah, McDonald's ice cream is quite salt intensive.
Oh,
It's primarily used as a binding agent. So
okay, yeah. No, but yeah, that's actually like pretty good. Don't put ketchup and mayo on it at the same time as you're dipping it in. But yeah, the salt, sweet, yeah, no, it works. It works.
mm.
I
Well,
wouldn't dump it on top of my
no,
fries
I
though.
sure shit wouldn't dump it on top. I think those are some of the weirdest like food choices we've had in a while.
Hmm.
But yeah, obviously perfect to go with your NATO beer.
Yes, exactly.
And then this blue melon peach for dessert. Then again, I guess some of the burgers were dessert. But
That's true. That's true.
Hannes, what if you watched the movie, let's say Back to the Future,
Uh-huh.
and when you were watching it, you saw an advert for what's now the Amazon Alexa.
Uh, yeah.
You'd
What
be a
about
bit
it? I mean,
surprised because it was a movie from the
yeah.
80s, correct?
No, they're not gonna retroactively add in ads or
You
like
are,
product
yes,
placement.
they are.
Oh
Because
no.
Hannes, we're looking at time traveling digital ads that are going to start infiltrating your favorite TV shows and movies as well, by the way.
Thank you. Fuck right off. Sorry. That proper annoys me, honestly.
So the idea is that the spaces would be blank within the thing, and then the AI algorithm would add the ad into it. So it will be harder with older materials, but it is still possible with the
Yeah.
algorithm.
Yeah, because they will just like find blank spaces or blank-ish spaces or places where there already was ads,
Yeah, there
right?
was a billboard, and then they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, now it's just like, instead of Marty McFly going back to the 50s for a Pepsi, he's now going to, like, get a Monster Energy drink.
Oh,
I don't like that. I really
I
don't
don't
like
like
that.
that at
It's
all. I
bad.
don't like that at all.
It's bad, isn't it?
It's really, really bad. The thing is, like, I don't dislike ads as a thing. I understand why we have
Yes.
it. It's
Yes, I
because
agree.
new products needs to be showcased to a public. Absolutely. I just don't understand why we always need to find new ways to work in more ads into our everyday life.
Yeah.
Or or do this kind of obtrusive shit to older movies. Like the whole thing in Futurama where like ad filled dreams is just like that's not a joke. That's something that
Yeah,
they probably
it's slowly
will try to make
becoming...
happen.
It's slowly becoming like any kind of Black Mirror episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's getting it's becoming more and more dystopian. The further
yeah.
along the
Absolutely.
AI timeline we get.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's getting so crazy pushed here on Twitch as well. I've heard more and more people like complain heavily about like all of the sudden getting hit with like these walls where they get
Yeah.
like 7 ads in a row for
Like,
whatever reason.
what's weird is like so I use YouTube, but like I mainly use it on my computer.
Hmm.
But when I'm on my phone I get a lot of ads for some reason.
Yeah.
Um, and there's been some times where like there's an advert where it's just 7 hours long.
Oh, I've heard about this. I've heard about people getting like just insanely long ads. I don't understand the reason. I don't understand how it's possible. I don't understand the reason either.
Well, I assume it's because it's essentially just linked to a YouTube video. Do you know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
if people are watching the first few seconds of that YouTube video, which is now an ad, so you're guaranteed to play on other things,
Mm.
you're guaranteed a view. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
And then if people then like go out of their way, like, what the fuck was that ad? And then Google it and then go to the thing, they then get revenue from it. I
Yeah.
assume that's what it is.
But don't they pay by how long the ads are? How much does it cost?
Oh, God knows.
How
I
much does
mean,
it cost to get that shit?
to be fair, Hannes, for like 300 quid here, I
Hmm.
could put your Twitch up on a billboard.
Please do. Yeah,
I
please
could
do.
literally put your Twitch up on a billboard for a full week.
How
Like,
much would that cost, do you think?
300 quid. Do you know how much it is in
300?
London?
Yeah, how much in London?
700.
That is much, much cheaper than I
Yeah?
ever imagined, honestly. That's crazy cheap. But also, like, it wouldn't lead to any worthwhile actual views or anything that, but that's
True.
crazy cheap.
Like, well, whatchamacallit, we covered a story ages ago. I think you were there, about a person in, I want to say Bristol, who put on a
Oh,
billboard he
yes,
was
yes, yes,
looking
looking
for a
for a
wife.
mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I say mate. Wow,
Yes, yes.
partner.
I mean, well, Hannah said the minute you're a cat. So,
He is looking to mate.
he is looking to mate. Hot mates
Yeah.
in your area.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember that. That is true. That is true.
But, yeah, let's move from ads to science. Now, what resource that is the second most used on the planet are we actually running out of?
Helium.
Good guess. I think closer to the beach.
Closer to the beach.
Yes.
No, I mean water.
Close. So water is the most used. The
Yeah.
second most is
Sand?
sand. Yes.
Sand, because
Yeah.
you make
So the
glass.
world is running out of sand. Abu Dhabi, being surrounded by sand, imported tons of the stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know why, though?
Because they made their shitty fake islands, isn't it?
You're not far off. So, obviously, they're surrounded by desert sand, but desert sand isn't as coarse as sea sand.
Mm.
And the sand in deserts is literally useless. It can't be used. But sands worn down by water are used for construction, concrete, steel,
Yeah.
everything. If like something gets dirty, you blast it with sand to clean it.
Yep.
Like sand is used in everything, and now sand is becoming a kind of a shortage. So sand is considered a local resource. So if you
Yes.
live where there's
Yep.
a lot of beaches or you're an island, great. If not, less good.
Yeah, and that's why I thought it was so fucking funny and infuriating weird when they made a sand beach in the middle of a park, but in a park in the middle of Stockholm. It's just like
Yes.
this is not supposed to be a sand beach. You've imported the sand. After winter, you're gonna be down at least 50% of the sand, and you're gonna need to put more on here. And it's just like I don't understand the reasoning behind why Stockholm did this. A bit of a tangent, sorry.
No, but it like just like Fry's saying as well, yeah, desert sand is just basically just dirt. It's garbage.
Yeah.
It's not good, and since we can't use it, it's a bit worrying. It's a shame you can't just dump it into the sea. Then then in theory it should get done perfectly. Should get ground up just fine. But I'm not a scientist.
I guess that sand recycling is pretty tricky.
Yeah, probably. Now, there's two other news stories about science, and I think they're amazing. So, these are just some good things that people need to see. So, a
Mm.
substance found in young spinal fluid of mice helps old mice remember. Like, they're
That
now
is
considering doing tests and believe it may be a cure for Alzheimer's.
that's sounds. I mean, like it's very interesting, and in the end, it's kind of just another fluid that you can donate, more or less, right?
Yes.
If it's something that could work with humans as well. But at the same time, it sounds Black Mirror. I know that's the second time we mentioned
Yes, that
Black
is very
Mirror
true.
on
Yeah.
the same episode, but it does sound like a Black Mirror episode.
Well, I mean, it's also very similar to how they tested that younger blood rejuvenates older mice
Yes.
by injecting it. So it's literally modern day vampirism, but not like Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
But is it the same ship?
That's true. It's true.
Is it the same ship though? How
Mm.
much of an old mouse can you replace until it becomes a brand new mouse?
Oh, God, you're just getting cloning. It's going to be wild.
No, it's not cloning. You're just putting a younger mice into an older mice.
God.
Skin satchel? I don't know what the fuck to
The
call it.
meat bag.
Yeah, basically,
God,
right?
yeah. The mouse meat bag.
Yeah.
Well, Hannes, don't worry. So, if this works, we may cure Alzheimer's, but we may also have soon a partial cure for cancer.
That'd be
Because,
cool.
so, this is the first patient dosed with experimental cancer killing virus in a new trial. So, what this does is it shrinks it, like it is a bacteria that has been changed and edited so that it shrinks the cancer cell, and then combined with chemotherapy and things like that, it can
Hmm.
defeat it.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to deal with a small tumor than it is to
Yes.
deal with. Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing going forward.
Wait, so how did it actually shrink the? Oh shit! Sorry. How did it
Okay.
actually shrink the tumor?
It essentially like attacks the cells.
No. In scientific terms, no. I'm just kidding.
It just attacks the cells. So what
Yeah.
it does is it goes in. They go in armed with a shrink ray,
Mm.
and when they go into the body, they're armed with a shrink ray. They signal to the doctors, honey, I shrunk the tumor.
Yeah.
And then they deal with it from there. Then they send in the special forces, and that's how the experiment goes ahead. But Hannes,
That's a really cool thing.
there's two more stories, and these are the final two stories of the thing.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Yeah.
the last one, as you know, is the thing from history.
Yes.
So, this is the modern story, which leads into the history story. Because Hyundai is recalling 239,000 cars for exploding seatbelt parts.
It- that's not what a seatbelt is supposed to do.
No, that's not what a seatbelt does. They don't explode. At least, well, to be fair, the last time I was in a car was a while ago, so I mean, they could have changed since I was in a car.
I can tell you, I've been in a car fairly recently. That's not what they're supposed to do.
I mean, to be fair, it would have been worse if they were airbags.
It would be. Yeah, definitely would be.
But like, I guess seatbelts are like it would be terrifying. Just your seatbelt explodes while you're driving. God.
That is, yeah, that's not what you want to happen.
No. But obviously, I said we're going into the history side, and we're going to look at 10 products that were recalled throughout history for stupid reasons.
Yes, yes,
So
amazing,
let's start with the US Consumer Product and Safety Commission lapel pins. So
amazing.
obviously, the Consumer Product Safety Commission made some pins, which then had to
Yep.
get recalled because they had sharp edges and were choking hazards. They also contained too
Too
much
much
lead.
lead.
Yes, they contained too much lead.
The King started to enjoy. They had their only 80,000 lapel
Yes,
pins.
80,000.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
you would have thought that the
But
company, well, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, who deals with this stuff, would have had
yeah.
someone in, like, quality assurance.
But the thing is, like, how do you produce a lapel pin that isn't a choking hazard? They're always pretty small.
Yeah.
They are supposed to fit on a lapel, right? I don't I like that's the one I understand the least. Sharp edges, like I don't know how sharp these edges were. Too much lead definitely seems like the
Yes,
worst one out of the
too
three.
much lead is more of an issue. I definitely feel too much lead is more of an issue.
Yeah, for sure.
But next, Hannah, speaking of lead, it's this.
Hmm?
Too cool to do drugs pencils. Now, what do you think the issue is? So I've only showed you the title. So what do you think the issue is? Why was this recalled? Too cool to do drugs pencils.
Oh, I know exactly why. Because
Yes. Uh-huh.
because if you sharpen them, in
Yes.
the end, it's going to say do drugs.
Yes. Well, it starts with cool to do drugs, then to do drugs, then do drugs, then
Yeah,
eventually just drugs.
just drugs.
Yes. Yeah, they were just like,
That's
yep, just do
fantastic.
drugs. So the
Do
entire
drugs.
system just completely fucked up. They were just like, yep, well, God. Like, you would have thought that. I mean, put it on a pen. A pen. You don't need to sharpen a pen.
When were these released though? Was pen widespread?
Oh, God. I
I mean,
want to say
I know that
80s.
pens, I know that pens is an old thing, but like mass producing pens has not always been as cheap.
Yeah, true. I want to say the 80s. They feel 80s, like, American war on drugs kind of thing.
Uh,
Well, Hannes, next is the BMW voice navigation system.
Voice navigation system. Okay.
What do you think?
Wait. Hmm. Is it the office problem?
No?
People just drove into lakes. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
We shall see. So, within the most automated voices in technology are female, as it sounds more appealing to the consumer. When it came out to the BMW voice navigation system, however, the company chose the same voice but for the German markets. Male owners complained, saying they were offended. It's just people being
Wow.
assholes, Hannes.
Really? They just didn't want to take directions from a woman.
Yep,
Wow.
yep, just people being assholes in Germany.
That
Well,
is that is insane.
Well, we've got a game next, a video game. Tiger Woods PGA Tour. So why was this video game pulled?
Was it because of, the
Nothing to do
adultery?
with Tiger Woods.
Um, huh. He didn't wear his red t-shirt, polo.
It's something to do with the disc itself.
I know. He was in the front middle of center of the CD and you could put your finger through and it looked like his dong.
That would be an amazing one. That would be such a good one. Oh
That's
god,
my
I
guess.
I wish it was that.
Ah,
So
it's okay.
Tiger Woods, it was released with an Easter egg in the form of the South Park episode Jesus versus Santa. The game was recalled, even though the full episode of the show was put in. So a
Wait.
developer liked the show, put it in, and then hid it away, and then people found out it was on the files, and it was the full episode.
Oh my god. That is insane.
Yeah.
Just put an entire episode of South Park in there. Well, I mean, like, it was probably more hidden than the people who watch full episode of South Park in the just chatting section.
Oh god.
In
But
case
yeah.
anybody actually hasn't entered into the just chatting section recently, like, literally just go there and scroll down and you'll see people watching, like, full movies. It is so not hidden at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, you can, like, with Amazon and Twitch's thing, you can do, like, if
It's
you're a
not that.
Prime member, you can do, like, oh, let's
Watch
do a
parties,
watch
yes.
party, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is not that.
Like, there's some which I know are, like, really bad, so, like, the Burger King Pokeball,
Yeah.
um, the ball sealed over someone's mouth, killing them.
What?
Yes. You had to literally catch them all, including a small child.
That's dark, dude.
Yeah, I know it is. The Easy Bake Oven.
Wow.
People got third and second degree burns on their hands and arms.
Oh, damn.
Coca-Cola used rude words. The dive stick. People were getting penetrated. The flush mate. Literally toilets that exploded. And finally,
Wait, exploded?
yes, the Flushmate sold between 1997. A device was to build pressure in the toilet.
Oh, of
Unfortunately, it
course.
resulted in the toilets literally exploding.
Of course, yeah.
Now, this one. This is the final one. The Mazda 6. A car. What could it be?
I mean, I'm just gonna assume it's something to do with the general safety of the car, surely.
You're not far off. It's something to do with spiders. So, the problem
Uh,
was, it had the yellow sac
what?
spider attracted to the stench of the gasoline, which would then have them crawl inside the fuel tank, spinning a web and blocking the airflow, causing a fire hazard.
That is so random.
Yes.
Flying the vehicle allowed them to crawl inside of.
Yeah. Yeah, they just crawled into the vehicle and
Wait,
made
so in
webs and
which
caused them to
country?
burn.
In which country do they have
Whoever
these
made the
issues?
Mazda. I guess you could
Wow.
look at the yellow sac spider.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just insane.
Now, Hannes, one thing that wasn't recalled, but you may want to Google it. It
Mhm.
is a 1950s toy, because obviously radiation wasn't known back in the day. Build your own reactor.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Yes. Which contained plutonium, by the way.
Yep. Yeah.
But yes, that is the end of weird news this week.
It's absolutely crazy that you could just straight up pick up plutonium. I mean, it's still in watches, right? Technically,
Yes,
in
yes,
like
it is.
older glow in the dark watches, it's still technically plutonium.
Yeah, yeah, you can still get that. You can still easily find that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's because like radioactivity wasn't known about for the longest time.
Exactly. Crazy. Crazy things from the past. Shit. Yeah.
Indeed. But don't worry, Hannes. I'll find a better thing from history next time. Let's see if I can connect something from the stories of the week. But
Better
yes,
than
that
plutonium.
indeed. We'll just find a story about plutonium. I mean, to be fair, we did cover a story about the plan to blow up Yorkshire with nukes. Did you manage to catch that episode?
No, I don't think I did.
So when nuclear weapons were just being tested and no one knew about
Yeah.
radioactivity, there was a idea by the government to drill down, put a nuke underground, blow it up to make a massive hole, and then store natural gas in the radioactive hole underneath Yorkshire.
Wow.
So it would have been the
What a
first nuclear
what a plan.
explosion on UK soil.
What a plan.
Of course, it didn't go ahead. No
No,
surprise there.
good thing there.
But yes, that's the end of Weird News for this week. Did you have fun?
I had a great time, as
Good.
always. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. But yes, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And of course, thank you, Hannes, for joining me yet again on Weird News.
Thank you so much for this week, Beckety.
Indeed, indeed. We will be going to. Obviously, we won't be doing a raid today, but if you want to see Hannes stream, Hannes will be streaming tomorrow at 8, I believe, CET? See?
Yeah, 9-ish CET.
And I will be streaming a little bit before then, maybe 7, so we'll most likely be raiding into Hannes afterwards.
Oh, you sweetie, you.
Indeed. But yes, thank you everyone, and from me and Hannes, we shall catch you all later. Goodbye!
Bye night.